From the Phillipsburg High School Gymnasium on the campus of Phillipsburg High School in Lopatcong Township, New Jersey, Stateliners Sports Network proudly presents Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. Tonight, the Stateliners play host to the Braves of Newton High School. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Moore, and along with Bob Kerp, we'll be bringing you all the hold-by-hold of tonight's matchup. Phillipsburg Wrestling is brought to you by the Rothman Institute, a worldwide leader in orthopedics and official orthopedic partner of the NJSIAA. Visit RothmanInstitute.com. By Ahart, Frinzy & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at AFSinsurance.com. By Urco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg, and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Visit us at urcocu.com. Considering buying or selling your home? Contact Tara Butler at RE/MAX Supreme for all your real estate needs. Call Tara direct at 908-319-2447. By Open Mic, for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterd and Warren, Sussex area, follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. And by Welcome to the Pit, a history of Phillipsburg wrestling is available. Order yours on Amazon today. Stateliners come into the match with a record of 1-0, opening the season last night with a dual victory over Delaware Valley at the Pit, 64-6. Stateliners finishing second last weekend in the King of the Mountain tournament. Newton comes into the match with a dual record of 2-0. They beat Sparta on Tuesday, 43-27, and defeated Roxbury on Thursday, 41-24. They finished third in the Battle of the Bay at Bayonne High School last weekend. The Braves compete in North 1, Group 2, coached by Eric Bollett. The Kittatinny grad is in his 17th season and has an overall record of 210 wins, 174 losses, and a draw. Newton leads the series between the two teams, 8 victories to 6 for the Stateliners and a draw. Newton went 7-1-1 against Phillipsburg from 1947 to 1956. Newton won the last meeting, 37-21 in 2009, and the last Phillipsburg win in 2008 by the score of 41-18. We're going to start the match tonight at 126 pounds, and we'll go through the lineups for you. At 126 for Newton, it'll be junior Matthew Rosa, 4-1. They'll face Phillipsburg freshman Tyler Marison, 4-2. 132 pounds, Michael Frieda for the Braves. He's a junior, 3-2. Against Phillipsburg junior Luke Harden, 0-1. 138, Tim Houlihan, a senior for Newton, 1-3. He'll face junior Kyle Tino, 1-0. 145, Trevor Augenbaugh for Newton. He's a sophomore, 0-1. He'll face Phillipsburg junior Cody Harrison, 5-1. 152, Wyatt McCarthy for Newton. The junior's undefeated at 5-0, facing Phillipsburg junior Jason Zinsmeister, who is 4-2. 160, Jonathan Borgognoni for Newton. He is a senior, 5-0. He'll face the Stateliners either Brian Meyer, a senior, 5-1, or a senior Josh Ramos, 4-2. 171, Nick Briganti of Newton, a junior, 3-2, against either Meyer Ramos or Lance Wissing, a senior, 8-1. Right now, everyone is standing for the singing of our national anthem by Phillipsburg senior Shauna Van Oosten.
Through
Shauna Van Oosten with the singing of our national anthem. At 182 pounds, Joseph DeLuca for Newton. He's a senior 4-1 against either Lance Wissing or senior Shamir Broaders of Phillipsburg, who is 3-2. 195, Luke Fisher, a junior 5-0, or junior Ryan Kaiser 0-1 against Broaders, a senior 3-2. 220, either Fisher or Kaiser against Cody Krutz of Phillipsburg, a sophomore, 2-2. 285, Matt Summers, a junior who will make his first varsity start for Newton, against Phillipsburg senior Patrick Sharp, 6-2. 106, Nathan Fitt for Newton, a freshman, 1-4, against Phillipsburg freshman Logan Matsko, 4-2. 113, Danny Cleary for the Braves, a freshman, 3-2, against Phillipsburg senior Cullen Day, 5-1. And at 120, Jojo Latruglio, a freshman for Newton, who is 3-1, against Phillipsburg junior Travis Jones, 4-3. So Bob, in our discussions with the two head coaches before the match tonight, both very much looking forward to the start at 126 pounds.
Yeah, the first two bouts expect to be key to the outcome for both coaches. Phillipsburg looking to get at least 1 of 2 and hopefully 2 of 2. If they get a pair, they think they're in good position for the evening. On the other side, the Braves expecting to get both of them out front. And then 52 ends up to be a big bout for both teams.
And then Newton wants to get, in Coach Bollett's words, as many as they can up top. Phillipsburg would seem to be favored at the end of the lineup tonight at 106 and 113, and would also be looking to win at 120 with Travis Jones. Our referee tonight is Lou Riccardi. His public address announcer, Ed Mancinelli, goes through the introductions of the wrestlers. And speaking of Ed Mancinelli, you have a birthday to celebrate. Sam LaValva, the football public address announcer for the State Liners, celebrating a birthday this weekend. I think both coaches are looking, Phillipsburg wants to control the matchup at 160. They would like to get Brian Meyer on Jonathan Borgignoni. And that may also determine if Newton decides to kick up some wrestlers from 160 on up.
If both teams end up moving, it just you'll still have like weight pairings, just at different numbers. Meyer looked very good on his feet last night.
Coaches and the captains meeting at the center of the mat with referee Lou Riccardi. The flip is won by Newton. Coach Bollett looks at his lineup card before deciding whether to take odd or even. Lou Riccardi is going to bring that decision over to the scorer's table. So at 126, Matthew Rosa, a junior, 4-1. Phillipsburg freshman Tyler Marison, 4-2. Good crowd on hand tonight at the Phillipsburg High School gym. Capacity is 2,300, not there tonight, but a good crowd.
The more spacious confines relative to the pit.
Got to have a taller Matthew Rosa. State Liners in some new singlets. That's white across the chest, and Phillipsburg in letters, and then Liners on the back with a garnet P above that. And gray trim along with a blotch of white. Newton in their maroon and white. So underway at 126 pounds. Matthew Rosa, junior, 4-1 for Newton. Phillipsburg freshman Tyler Marison, 4-2. It's kind of pawing at each other. Now they tie up outside the center. In on the leg at the edge of the mat is Marison, but cannot finish, says Lou Riccardi, as they go off in 1:37. Both wrestlers sporting a pad on the right knees. Rosa took a shot at the left leg of Marison. They're off the mat in front of the scorer's table at 1:26. Circle each other. Reaching for a leg is Rosa, can't pull it in. 1:10 to go here in a scoreless first. Rosa weighs 124.6. Marison's at 125.3. Rosa trying to snap down on the head of Marison. Then tries to headlock Marison at the edge of the mat. Marison manages to fight that off. And they go off right in front of our Stateliner Sports Network microphones, tied here at 0.
Yeah, Marison got his weight down and got down to the mat so he could not be thrown.
Tied up outside the center. Snap down. Now Marison has the right leg, picks it up at the knee. Trying to pull that leg through. Wants to hook the left leg with 20 seconds to wrestle here in the first. Marison now looks for a cradle. Marison gets the takedown at the edge of the mat, and they are off with Marison in control. Eric Bolette, I don't think, liked that call, but a takedown with 11 seconds to go and a 2-0 lead for Tyler Marison.
Yeah, he worked up to that cradle very effectively.
Marison trying to throw the legs in and maintain control, trying to shake him on top is Rosa. And Marison hangs on, rides out the first period, ahead 2-0.
Rosa's taken down.
Rosa finishing third in the Bayonne tournament last weekend. Marison tries to underhook the left shoulder. Trying to break down Matthew Rosa. Rosa tries to stand. Marison keeps that weight high on his back. Rosa again tries to stand. Marison wants to get a leg in there. Gets the right leg in. Trying to set up a power half. Keeps pressure on the head and neck. Gets Rosa off his base. Now he's going to try and drive him to his right. Right under the elbow. Trying to drive Rosa to his right. Rosa trying to avoid being turned. 1:15 to wrestle here in the second. Marison gets both legs in. Gonna work on that power half. Up a little high with it as Rosa's reaching back for the head and neck of Marison. Marison controlling the left wrist. Stalemate's called by referee Lou Riccardi, 56 seconds.
Now, Rosa was trying to reach to pull Marison over top of him at the end of the first period, and he was trying again there, but he was so flat to the mat there was really no leverage.
Rosa stands. Marison picks him up on the mat return. Trying to pick him up again. Drops him down. Sinks the right leg in. Trying to get the left leg in and tilt him out to his right. Lou Riccardi looking, and now he's got a leg trying to pull the left leg out in front of him. Take Marison again over top. Trying to shake him off. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Marison still has that right leg in. And Rosa's trying to lock his hands behind the left knee of Marison and pull him out in front. 15 seconds to go in the second. Marison still clinging on top of Rosa. At the edge of the mat in front of the Stateliner bench with 5 seconds to go, and they're off the mat at 3.8.
Well, that was close because as Rosa managed to turn there, if they had more space, he might have gotten a reversal.
Dave Post says grab that ankle. A roll is blocked off and a roll again, and Marison maintains control. He is up 2-0 after 2. Marison will be underneath in the third. Both coaches indicate this one a very key match to start it off here at 126. Late first period takedown for Tyler Marison, and he rode out Matthew Rosa in the second. Rosa reaching for the left wrist of Marison. Reaches across for the right shoulder. That's picked off by Marison, who gets wrist control. Now he breaks down Marison. He's trying to set up a power half, sink the right leg in. Can't get it in there. Marison comes to his knees, reaching back, trying to get the right leg behind the knee of Rosa. Rosa breaks down Marison. Under a minute 20 to go in the bout. Reaches inside for Marison's right wrist. Marison, right knee, left foot. Rosa riding out the right side. Harrison trying to get hand control here. Again to his knees. Flattened out by Rosa again. Under a minute to go in the bout. Kent tried to get the left leg in and couldn't. Riding out the left side. Now weight on the back of Marison. 45 seconds to go. Stalling warning on Marison underneath. Again, Rosa now tries to chop across the cross face. Marison trying to pick that off now his left shoulder as he looks for a cradle. 30 seconds to go. Marison sits. Broken back down by Rosa. 20 seconds to go. Marison sits and spins, and Rosa stays with him. Trying to lock up a cradle out the left side. Gives up on that. 10 seconds to go. Trying to squeeze into a cross-face cradle. Won't get that. And Tyler Marison of Phillipsburg is going to win a 2-0 decision at 126. The Stateliners go out in front 3-0.
So Phillipsburg wants to get off with a good start here, take at least 1 out of 2, and they've now done that. Now if they can go for 2 for 2, going to 132. Marison acquitted himself well, got that first period takedown, and from there just was not a lot of action in that bout. Neither wrestler could turn the other.
Michael Frieda will be out for Newton at 132. He's a junior, 3-2. Luke Harden for Phillipsburg, the junior, 0-1. Harden adjusts the band on his right ankle. The green band, we're ready to go. Diving in on the edge is Harden, or off the mat first 10 seconds, no advantage here at 132.
Ladies and gentlemen, got another problem with this winner. Numbers 182,997.
20 seconds here, no advantage. Diving in, and Frieda and Harden sprawls. I think Harden took a shot to the mouth.
Harden sporting that tape on his shoulder, same as he had last night.
Dwayne Bryant, Stateliner trainer, coming out. I think this is going to be blood time. Yep, it is blood time, says Lou Riccardi.
Took a shot to the lip.
Dwayne Bryant going to go over and grab a little water. As Harden talks things over with Coach Dave Post of the Stateliners. Dave in his 8th season, 113 wins, 18 defeats, 2-time Express Times Coach of the Year. Assisted by Scott Silvis, Brad Gensel, and Brian Kopesky. That's Scott Silvis, who's out there right now with Coach Post and trainer Bryda, referee Riccardi. Trying to stop the blood on the lip. All right. Lou says stop the blood clot. So back to it here at 132. Luke Harden of Phillipsburg, Michael Frieda of Newton. Harden dove in on the left leg, can't pull it in. And Frieda trying to spin around to Harden's left, and Harden blocks him off with his left arm. They're off in a minute 23. Frida hand and a wrist behind the right knee of Harden. Pulls that through and has a takedown. Frida out in front, 2-0. Harden stands. Frida tried to pick him up to the crotch, bring him down, and Harden is able to toss him off the mat and get us neutral. It's 2-1.
It was good hip movement from Harden and able to throw him there at the edge.
Harden half a shot at the left leg. Frida blocks that off. Harden again tried to reach for the left leg, can't pull it in. They're off the mat at 50 seconds.
Both wrestlers were aggressive here, pushing into the other, working for hand control, taking shots.
Harden taps at the head of Frida. They tie up. Frida's able to get his takedown by grabbing a leg out of a tie-up. Tries to do that. He's in on the right leg again behind the knee. At the edge, he will get a takedown as they go off. Frida's second, and he leads 4-1.
It was essentially the same move, a feint to the right and then picking the left leg.
And I think we have more blood time for Phillipsburg's Luke Harden. State Liners lead the match 3-0. Started at 126, got a 2-0 win by Tyler Marison.
And speaking to the coaches before the match, Dave Post indicated there'll be no rest for the weary here through the Christmas break. The boys will be in the gym with weights and conditioning throughout.
And it's next Thursday when they will wrestle in the Bethlehem Holiday Tournament at Liberty High School. That'll be Thursday and Friday. All right, they have stopped the blood flow for Luke Harden. He'll be underneath here with 31 seconds to go in the first, trailing 4-1. Frida reaches across for the right shoulder, now the left. Harden sits. Under 20 seconds to go. Harden stands. Two-leg tackle by Frida as they go off at 13 seconds.
Harden was upset with himself that he didn't get out there, but he's done well to hit back into Frida and then try to clear some space.
Frida breaks him down, reaches across to control the right elbow. 5 seconds to go. And the first period will end with Frida on top 4-1 on the strength of 2 takedowns. Harden's choice, he'll take down to start the second. Harden's ready on referee Lou Riccardi's whistle. Frida breaks him down, try to reach for a cross-face cradle, looking to control the right elbow and take that back to the knee. Harden tries to stand, and Frida picks up on the ankle, trying to break him back down. Harden trying to block off with his left arm and come out and face Frida. Has that left arm behind the knee, but Frida's able to extend and free that knee. And Harden's able to spin on his head and come out and face him. He has the escape. And it is 4-2, Frida working takedowns again here with 1:15 to wrestle in the second. Battle for hand control. Harden diving in as they go off the mat at 1:07.
That escape seemed to be somewhat mutual consent. Once he had cleared his hips and came around, Frida decided to work back from his feet.
Reaches for Harden's left leg, can't pull it in. Harden reaches for the right leg, can't get it. Frida at 132-1. Harden's at 131-2. Under 45 seconds to wrestle here in the second. Frida dives in on Harden's right leg. Harden sprawls, trying to work a front head and arm. Trying to snap down Frida, and Frida pops his head out of that. Neutral with under 30 seconds to go. Frida has the 2 takedowns. Harden has not come close to taking Frida down. 15 seconds to go here in a second as Harden dives in. Frida sprawls. Harden tries to snap, then reach for the left leg. Can't get it. Front head and arm now by Frida. 5 seconds to go. Shrugs and gets the takedown with 2 seconds to go. Third takedown for Michael Frida. And he leads Phillipsburg's Luke Harden 6-2 after 2.
Frida's going to take neutral here to start the third. And why not?
Yep, he has enjoyed the advantage on his feet. Very nice shrug to end the second period. Harden got a little off balance, trying to block him off with his left arm and does. Now front head and arm by Frida, and they break apart. Dave Post wanted 1 out of the first 2 and said he'd be very happy to get both of them, but trailing here in this one 6-2 in the second. Stalemate's call by referee Lou Riccardi. We'll go back in a minute 28. Wrestlers break apart. Battle for hand control. Off they go at a minute 14 in front of the scorer's table.
Frida tried a trip there near the end.
Tries around the head of Harden. Harden trying to underhook the left shoulder. Frida reaches for a right leg, can't pull it in. Harden tried to reach for a leg, and Frida was able to spin around behind, get his 4th takedown, and he leads Harden 8-2. 58 seconds to go. Does he cut him or ride him? Harden is set. Frida will ride. Right hand tight waist, left elbow. Breaks down Harden. Tried to reach for that cross-face cradle again. Harden picks off the left wrist, stands, he's out. It is 8-3, 36 seconds to go. 4 takedowns for Newton's Mike Frida as Harden dives in on the left leg. Hand behind the left thigh of Harden, or of Frida's. Frida sprawls, comes out of that with under 20 seconds to go in the bout.
Harden has not been able to penetrate.
Dives in on a double and Frida sprawls. Under 10 seconds to go in the bout as they break apart. Harden taps at the head of Frida. Newton's Mike Frida will go to 4-2 on the season with an 8-3 decision over Phillipsburg's Luke Harden. And we are through 2, and the match is tied at 3.
Thus far, Newton has the advantage on their feet with 5 takedowns to 1 for Phillipsburg through 2 bouts tonight.
Kyle Tino for the State Liners at 138. The junior 1-0. Facing Tim Houlihan of Newton, a senior 1-3. Houlihan weighs 135.5. Or correction, weighs 137.2 as Tino quickly takes him down to go out in front 2-0. Tino weighs 138.7. 139 is the weight tonight since Phillipsburg wrestled last night. The wrestlers get a pound today. Tino with a strong ride. Out the left side of Houlihan. Bars the left arm. Tino has the left arm barred. Loses control of it. Now trying to drive a half, and that's stopped by referee Lou Riccardi. Potentially dangerous at 56 seconds.
Tino seemed a little frustrated by that. Now he's going to go neutral.
So he will give up the escape, and Tino will lead 2-1. Tino controlling the left wrist, spins around behind and gets a takedown. Tino's on top 4-1. Trying to work a tilt. Had Houlihan's shoulders exposed momentarily. Reaches inside for the right wrist. Pressure on the head with the left hand. Reaches now for the left wrist. Under 20 seconds to go here in the first with Tino on top 4-1. Houlihan flattened out. Trying to bar the arm and sit on top of that. First period ends. Phillipsburg's Kyle Tino on top 4-1. Kyle's second in the district last year. 8th in the Hurricane tournament and 8th in the Hunter and Sussex Warren. He chooses underneath to start the second. 15 victories a year ago, 12 as a freshman.
Wow.
Quick sits out, turns in, and in 3 seconds, a reversal for Tino, and he's on top 6-1.
That switch looked almost effortless.
He cuts him. It is 6-2. Tino eyes up Houlihan. Tino dives in on the left leg, picks it up as takedown number 3. Leads it 8-1. He's going to cut him. 8-3. 3 escapes for Houlihan. Front head and arm by Tino. He's up on his feet. Houlihan's on his knees. Pressure on the head. Keeps pressure, spins around behind for a takedown. 10-3, Tino. Lou Riccardi watching that bar, says no higher with that. Reinforces the bar on the left side. Tried to drive him from his toes. 40 seconds to go here in the second. Tino on top, 10-3. He's going to cut him again. 10-4. Fourth escape for Houlihan. Tino's been able to, he owns him on his feet as he takes him down again. It is 12-4. Just has not been able to turn him from the top.
Houlihan's basically just staying flat. Scoots a little bit to try to clear the hips, but that's it. He's not rising up.
Final 10 seconds of the second period. Tino will ride him out, and he leads 12-4 after 2. The choice is Houlihan's. He's going to take the top. So Tino, who got out, who had that switch in like 3 seconds, going to be underneath again.
No reason not to try that again.
Tries to go for a cradle right away in the whistle. Tino stands. He's got a reversal. Leads it 14-4. Going to try and tilt him. 1 count, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 back points coming. That'll make it 17-4. There's the backs, 17-4. See if now he's trying to cross-face cradle. Trying to take the left elbow back to the knee. He may have, he's got the cross-face. Turns him over. Lou Riccardi looking in at the near shoulder, the left one. He's got the 3 back. That's going to be a technical fall if he doesn't stick him. Trying to get more on the left shoulder, and the fall! Cross-face cradle for Kyle Tino. in 3, make it 4:57. Cross-face cradle in 4:57. After 3, it is Phillipsburg 9 and Newton 3.
Tino did well to lock up that cradle. I did not think he was going to be able to get him flat, but he created enough space between himself and Houlihan that the near side shoulder finally went down to the mat, quick enough for Lou Riccardi to call the fall.
Trevor Augenball for Newton at 145, a sophomore 0-1, facing Phillipsburg junior Cody Harrison 5-1. Harrison quickly has a leg, goes to a double, gets a takedown, and leads 2-0 here in the first 9 seconds. 9-3 Stateliners after the fall by Tino to go to 2-0 on the season. Harrison reaching inside for the right wrist, controls the left wrist. Strong right hand tight waist. Now tries to tilt him to his left. 2 count, third swipe, 4, 5, 3 back points coming for Harrison. Harrison trying to drive him over and a body press. And able to belly down is Augenball. 3 back points for Harrison. He leads 5-0. Turns him over again. Breaks the hold. More back points for Harrison. He'll get 2. It is 7-0. Trying to work a tilt as Augenball stands. He's got a hazard tilt going. 1 count, 2, 3. 2 back points, 9-0 Harrison. Just under 25 seconds to go in the first. Still has the left arm barred. Drives him over with the bar. Again, Lou Riccardi counting out the back points, looking in at that left shoulder. 10 seconds to go. Harrison going to try, and now he cups him under the head. Will we run out of time? 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and he called the, nope, it's going to be 3 back points. Harrison just ran out of time. He didn't need much more. It's 12-0 after 1.
Yeah, he switched to a half there, and I thought Lou called that, but he turned him with ease with the bar 3 times there.
Harrison on top to start the second. Reaches inside for the left wrist. Will turn him over again. 2 count. 3, 4, 5. That's going to be a technical fall at 15 if he doesn't stick him here. Harrison trying to get more weight. The body press, and he got the fall in 2:25. Cody Harrison of the Stateliners runs his record to 6-1. And the Stateliners, after 4, lead Newton 15-3.
Harrison was impressive in being able to turn over all of Akaba so much, and with a variety of moves. The bar, the tilt, the half Nelson.
Wyatt McCarthy, a junior 5-0, will face Phillipsburg's Jason Zinsmeister, a junior 4-2. These two met last year in the Hunter and Sussex Warren, with McCarthy winning the decision, but Zinsmeister had a third period lead in that one, according to Coach Dave Post. Duck under by McCarthy to Zinsmeister's left leg behind the knee. Picks that leg up. Cross-face dumps down. Zinsmeister gets the takedown and leads 2-0. 2-0 lead for McCarthy. Takes Zinsmeister's right wrist. Right at the edge of the mat in front of the Newton bench, and off they go back to the center in 1:16.
McCarthy is quick. That was a lot of movement on his feet there, and then when he finally got the angle, he was able to pick up Zinsmeister and put him down.
McCarthy is a District 1 champion a year ago and third in Region 1. Tries to run a half from the left side. Hooks Zinsmeister's left leg. Tries to pick up on Zinsmeister's right ankle to flatten him out. Just under a minute to wrestle here in the first. McCarthy with a 2-0 lead over Phillipsburg's Jason Zinsmeister. Now puts both legs in. Pressure on the head of Zinsmeister. Trying to work a power half. Pressure on the head and neck of Zinsmeister. Takes now Zinsmeister's left wrist. Referee Lou Riccardi right on top of the wrestlers. 15 seconds to go. Half Nelson from the left side. Zinsmeister sits, spins, tries to block off. Now he stands, and off they go in front of Coach Dave Post and the liner bench at 3.2 seconds.
Just ran out of room there. Zinsmeister able to come to his feet, but at the edge.
McCarthy will ride out the first, ahead 2-0. McCarthy is 65-16 in his career. A Bayonne tournament champion, second in the 100 Sussex Warren a year ago, and third in the goals tournament over the holidays. He's underneath to start the second, rolls, and near a reversal, but he's going to get an escape. On the escape, McCarthy leading Zinsmeister 3-0. Zinsmeister third last year in District 9, dives in on a double. McCarthy sprawls. McCarthy trying to work a front head and arm. Snaps down Zinsmeister, then spins around to his right. Zinsmeister trying to block him off with his right arm, and McCarthy spins around behind for the takedown and leads Zinsmeister 5-0. He will cut Zinsmeister. It is 5-1, and they'll work takedowns again.
Zinsmeister's first attempt was a wide attempt at a double. He's going to have to get tighter.
Just under a minute to go here in the second. McCarthy was looking to jack him up. Now dives in, and he caught Zinsmeister unaware. And on the takedown, he leads 7-1. Just took advantage as Zinsmeister relaxed for a second and got the takedown at 7-1. He will cut him. 7-2, McCarthy. 45 seconds to wrestle here in the second. State Liners lead the match 15-3. We're at 152, or the fifth of 14. McCarthy tries to slide him on by, and now ducks under. Now trying to dive on top of Zinsmeister. Trying to work a front head and arm. Zinsmeister comes out of that. He's behind McCarthy. Can he get a knee to the mat? Picks him up, dumps him at the edge. Off the mat, Lou Riccardi says, no takedown. We've got 15 seconds left in the second.
Yeah, ran off the edge and never really got behind him. And I think he might have surprised McCarthy there. But
State Liner fans did not like that call. 10 seconds to go here in the second. Tried to shrug Zinsmeister on by. We are through two. It is 7-2 McCarthy. And we're going to get some injury time for Zinsmeister. Now he says he's okay.
he's taking down to start the third.
McCarthy will cut him. 7-3. McCarthy, Bob, looks like he may be tiring a little bit. See if that comes true here in the third.
He's just shown an incredible ability to accelerate on a moment's notice.
15 seconds into the third, no advantage. 7-3 lead Zinsmeister shoots in on the right leg. McCarthy sprawls. McCarthy with a front head and arm. Come out of that, no advantage. Looking for a Russian tie. Can't finish that. Half a shot. Now Zinsmeister shoots and McCarthy trying to spin around behind. Zinsmeister spins with him. No advantage. Now he tosses Zinsmeister. Zinsmeister rolls on through. No advantage. Minute 10 to go. Thought Zinsmeister was going to be able to grab McCarthy from behind after he came out of that headlock attempt. There's a duck under by McCarthy. He can't finish.
That was an amazing 10 seconds with no points scored, but a lot of action.
Zinsmeister dives in. McCarthy sprawls. McCarthy right back in on Zinsmeister. Reaches for a leg. At the edge as McCarthy reaches for an ankle. They're off the mat at 44 seconds.
Zinsmeister shooting, but not with a lot of force, not with a lot of depth. And McCarthy's spin move is very quick.
It's been a lot of action for a 7-3 bout. .30 seconds to go. Duck under by McCarthy. In on Zinsmeister's left leg and a takedown. McCarthy's fourth takedown leads Zinsmeister 9-3. Zinsmeister trying to block him off, come out and face him. He gets the escape. It's 9-4. Under 10 seconds to go. McCarthy thought about another headlock. Inside trip. They're off the mat at 3.1 seconds. Wyatt McCarthy is going to get Newton's second win. A 9-4 decision at 152 over Phillipsburg's Jason Zinsmeister. We are through 5. It is Phillipsburg 15 and Newton 6.
Newton back into the lead on takedowns with a 9-7 advantage here through the first 5 bouts.
Okay, Phillipsburg has to come out first. It'll be Brian Meyer. Now we'll see if Newton's going to kick people up. They trail 15-6. They will forfeit to Brian Meyer. And now they'll kick everybody up. Dave Post thought that was possible, and Phillipsburg lost the flip. So Meyer gets the forfeit win. It's 21-6. And now this will be Jonathan Borgagnoni, I'm sure, at 171. It is. Borgagnoni is a senior 5-0. And will give up weight. Now this will be Phillipsburg's Josh Ramos. So the two, they both weighed in at 60, but they're wrestling at 171. Borgagnoni weighs 159.1. Josh Ramos 156. Stalemate called, 24 seconds in. So Phillipsburg has 3 falls and or forfeits and a decision for 21. Newton has 2 decisions for 6. Getting a little blood time, or a little blood on the mat.
So as you're planning out your weeks ahead here, the Stateliner Sports Network schedule coming up, the next bout will be January 4th. Peaburg against Raritan.
Right back here at Phillipsburg High School. Off the mat, no advantage. Here at a minute 25 in the first. Jonathan Borgagnoni for Newton and Josh Ramos of Phillipsburg. Ramos is a senior 4-2. Off the mat, no advantage at a minute 13.
Borgagnoni looked like he wanted a fireman's carry there at the end.
Ramos looking for a front head and arm. Then a butt drag. Now Borgagnoni is in on Ramos's right leg at the edge, tried to switch to a double. They are off neutral. at 57 seconds. Borgognoni with pads on both knees, adjusts one on his right knee as we come back to the center. .45 seconds to go, scoreless first. Ramos wanted an arm drag, can't finish. Borgognoni looking for a double at the edge. Right in front of our Stateliner Sports Network microphones, and they're off the mat at 35 seconds.
Borgognoni took a shot there and kind of stopped, and I think if he's sparring with McCarthy during the week, McCarthy probably pummels into him at that point.
Ramos was looking for a front head and arm, trying to snap down Borgognoni to his knees. 20 seconds to go. Spinning around, Ramos. Can he get a knee to the mat and get control? He got a takedown. At the edge, they go off at 12.4 seconds. Ramos gets the takedown, and he's out in front 2-0. Ramos, left-hand tight waist. Try and save that critical escape point here at the end of the first period. Borgognoni stands, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Stalling call on Ramos. Dave Post thought that was a little early. Stalling warning on Ramos as the first period comes to an end, 2-0. Borgognoni underneath to start the second. Stands. Ramos trying to bring him back down to the mat and tilt him. 1 count, 2. Got a standing hazard. 2 back points and they go off the mat. So the Stateliner coaches were yelling at Josh Ramos to cut him. And he was able to work a hazard tilt and get the 2 back points to lead 4-0.
It looked very hazardous as he was doing it too.
Borgognoni tried to stand. Ramos riding out the right side. Keeps his weight high on the back of Borgognoni, who's on his knees. Ramos going to try to tilt him again. Borgognoni tries to stand and stands. Ramos will cut him. On the escape, it's 4-1. Working takedowns. A late takedown gave Josh Ramos the 2-0 lead, and he has 2 back points here in the second to go up 4-1, just under a minute to wrestle in the second. Looking for that barrel roll is Borgognoni. Ramos sprawled off the mat. They go in front of the Newton bench at 48 seconds. Borgognoni fighting off a bad shot by Ramos. With a takedown, he trails 4-3. Trying to work a power half on Ramos. Borgognoni riding out the left side. Sinks the left leg in. Looking for a near leg forearm tilt. Now trying to put the right leg in. Flattens out Ramos. Ramos to his knees. 15 seconds to go. Trying to work the power half and turn Ramos to his right. Ramos picking up on a leg, trying to turn back into Borgognoni. He has Borgognoni's right leg underneath him. Loses control of that. Second period ends. 4-3. Ramos after 2. Ramos is going to go neutral in the third. Stateliners lead the match 21-6 as Newton elected to forfeit to Brian Meyer, and they're going to kick some people up and try to pull this one out. And if Ramos can pull this one out, that would put a hole in that strategy right away. Off they go right in front of us, 11 seconds into the third. Wrestlers tie up. Ramos looking for that front head and arm. Driving through on that is Borgognoni at the edge. Ramos trying to hang on through the crotch, and they go off neutral. And a minute 34 to go in the bout. This has been an entertaining one here at 171.
Yeah, location was key there as Ramos was able to kind of roll through it. Otherwise, he might have had some trouble.
Borgognoni again trying to drive through on Ramos. He has Ramos's right leg. Ramos in a sitting position, trying to hang on through the crotch. Ramos has his hands locked. There is a takedown for Borgognoni. And he grabs the lead and trying to drive a half Nelson. Has the arm tied up, driving Ramos toward his back with 1:05 to go here in the bout. Ramos in some trouble here. Borgognoni trying to get more weight on Ramos's left shoulder, and the fall. In 5 minutes and 4 seconds for Borgognoni. We are halfway through. It is Phillipsburg 21 and Newton 12. So the kick up works there. Now at 182, Newton has to be out first. It's going to be Lance Wissing for Phillipsburg. Senior 8-1. All right, it's Nick Briganti, so they're kicking him up from 171. So now Wissing, who finished his bout off in 11 seconds last night, dives right in on Briganti. They go off the mat, no advantage. Briganti weighs 169, and Wissing weighs 170. Wissing quickly in on the right leg. Has a takedown. Wissing leads 2-0. Has the leg split and has Briganti on his back. Briganti trying to fight off as Wissing's going to pull him back onto the mat. Just under 1.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Off they go, and I guess never got a 2 count. No back points, and it'll go back to the center.
Never really had a good handle on him other than had split the legs and had him in a precarious position, but no control.
Hazard tilt, 1 count. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 back coming for Lance Wissing on the hazard tilt. Lou Riccardi looking right in on that hold as he has the right arm. Wissing draped over top of Briganti. Three back points. 5-0 for Wissing. Briganti is a junior 3-2. Wissing a senior 8-1 who lost his first bout last weekend, then won 7. Got a tilt going again. 3 count. 4. 2 back points coming for Wissing. Under 30 seconds to go. Wissing on top, 7-0 after the 2 back points. Final 15 seconds of the first. Tilt again. 2 count. 3, 4, 5. 3 back points coming for Wissing. And he will be up 10-0 as the first period comes to an end. Wissing will defer. And Briganti takes top to start the second. Wissing gets set. So these two 171-pounders are wrestling at 182. Briganti out the left side. It's Wissing trying to stand. Wissing hips over top of him. Has a reversal. Trying to stick him with a headlock and a fall. For Lance Wissing, it comes in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. We are through 8. It is Phillipsburg 27 and Newton 12.
That was impressive by Wissing, just hipping his way over, and he caught the arm of Briganti and just put him in a bad spot. And the pin came pretty quick.
Shamir Broaders and Joe DeLuca at 195. Now these two weighed in at 182. DeLuca weighs 181.8. He dives in at the edge, no advantage. Shamir Broaders of Phillipsburg weighs 176.9. 27-12 Phillipsburg through 8. So Newton electing to forfeit to Brian Meyer and then kick some folks up. And we have split the two bouts since then, both by fall.
Yes.
No advantage here. We wrestled 30 seconds with Broaders and DeLuca. DeLuca's a senior 4-1. Broaders is a senior 3-2. Right at the edge in front of the Newton bench. DeLuca trying to work a front head and arm, and they go off neutral, no advantage. And Shamir Broaders giving the floor covering a little workout.
Not necessarily enough real estate for these guys.
DeLuca wanted a headlock. Another one is stalling for Broaders for backing up. First warning. That's for circle this time in the center. 1 minute to wrestle in the first. DeLuca has the left leg of Broaders and has a takedown. DeLuca on top, 2-0. Riding out the left side on Broaders. There's a cross for the right shoulder. Broaders picks that off. Trying to control that left wrist. Loses it. 30 seconds to wrestle here in the first. DeLuca riding out, now trying to lock up a cradle. He has a cross-face cradle with 15 seconds to go. Can he turn Broaders to his left? He does. Lou Ricard on the fall with a cross-face cradle in 1:52. That is the second fall for Newton. We are through 9. It is Phillipsburg 27 and Newton 18.
DeLuca looked to have his measure and was able to lock up that cradle there.
Luke Fisher, the junior, 5-0, out for Newton, and Cody Krutz of Phillipsburg. Krutz is a sophomore, 2-2. Now Fisher weighs 193.3. Cody Krutz weighs 206.8. 13 pounds advantage for Cody Krutz. 27-18 Phillipsburg through 9. There's a takedown for Fisher, and he has Krutz on his back. Krutz is able to belly down, but that is a 5-point play for Luke Fisher. 5-0 for the Newton junior. Using his legs to try to turn Krutz. Krutz trying to bridge it. It's double arm bar. Double arm bar on Krutz. Now he cups him under the neck. Krutz trying to bridge. Krutz able to get to his stomach. That'll be 3 more back points for Fisher. And he leads 8-0.
Krutz was in a tough hold there with the double arm bar. It was good to belly out of it.
Robert Melise, 3-time state place winner for Phillipsburg. That was his favorite pinning combination, but I could see that. I did not see it coming that time with Fisher. Robert Melise used to do it right out of the referee's position, right in the center of the mat. They're off at 36 seconds.
Fisher had scissored the near arm and then somehow grabbed the other one and ended up in a double.
Left hand tight waist. Reaches back for the leg. Krutz trying to block him off, come out and face him. Now front head and arm by Fisher. Now trying to, and a cradle. Drop from that head to get the leg in a cradle. Body press on the right shoulder of Krutz with 5 seconds to go. 3 seconds, 2, 1. 3 back points. It's 11-0 after, or was it 2 back points? 2. It is 10-0 after 1.
Fisher's got much more reach than Cody Krutz does. Krutz was kind of bunched up with Fisher draped over top of him, so when he turned him, just grabbing that leg was easy.
Fisher going to take top to start the second. Newton has done that more tonight than most teams do. Fisher's ready. Working a power half. Takes Krutz left wrist. Traps in your leg. Looking for a far arm tilt. Sticks that up over his head. Krutz is able to free the arm. Fisher has Krutz's right leg trapped.
Krutz is going to need to be far more mobile than this because Fisher's working everything.
40 seconds gone here in the second period. 10-0 lead for Luke Fisher. Krutz trying to spin on his head to try and come out and face Fisher. 1 minute to wrestle here in a sec. Now he's got that tie up again. Has him in a lot of trouble. Krutz trying to bridge and will get back to his knees. Now he's going to turn him again. Krutz comes out of that. 3 back points. It's 13-0 on the 3 back points.
Cody was able to get that arm free. Otherwise, it would have been over.
Has the leg in, trying to work a power half on Krutz. Trying to turn Cody to his right. 1 count, 2, 3, 4, 5. As he bellies down, that's a technical fall. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. 16-0 technical fall. So we are through 10. It is Phillipsburg 27 and Newton 23. It'll be Patrick Sharp for Phillipsburg, a senior 6-2. Matt Summers for the Braves, a junior, making his first varsity start in the 2017-2018 season.
So Phillipsburg figures to be favored here to try to get the momentum back.
And the Stateliners are going to be favored at least at 106 and 113, and they would be very confident in Travis Jones at 120. Patrick Sharp back out for wrestling this year. Has not wrestled since his freshman year, but off to a good start, placing 7th in the King of the Mountain and getting a quick fall last night against Delaware Valley. Sharp eyeing up Summers. Summers looking for an underhook, then I wanted to headlock Sharp, and they were off the mat at 1:22. Stateliners with 4 falls and/or forfeits and a regular decision. Right now, Newton has 2 falls, a tech, 2 regular decisions. 27-23 Phillipsburg. This is the 11th bout of the night. Patrick Sharp of the Stateliners, Matt Summers of Newton. Either one close to a takedown here in the first minute 10, and they're off front of the Stateliner cheerleaders across the way.
Summers does not want to be underneath with his 226 to Sharp's 279.
Sharp was looking for a bear hug. 30 seconds to wrestle. Sharp has been the aggressor here.
Yeah. Summers is using a lockup to keep his distance.
20 seconds to go here in the first. Summers a little taller than Sharp, but I think Sharp is usually going to be the shorter of the two wrestlers. Coach Dave Post telling me last night that very, very proud of Sharp, who last weekend probably wrestled the tallest guy he would all year. First period scoreless here at 285. Newton's choice, they defer. Sharp is going to go down to start the second. Sharp is ready. Now Summers. Summers not able to budge Sharp from his knees. Sharp trying to stand. Up on his feet. Stands. Summers picks up Sharp's left leg, brings him down at the edge in front of the Newton bench, and off they go. That got the Newton bench a little excited here. With 1:37 to go in the second. Sharp is ready. Summers trying to keep his weight on Sharp's back. Can't break him down. Now it picks up on the right ankle. .45 seconds gone here. Summers not able to do anything with Sharp, but Sharp hasn't been able to get away either. Tries to pick up on the ankle. Sharp tries to work a roll. Now flattened out by Summers. Sharp's up on his left foot. Trying to stand. Stands. And he's out. Sharp is out. He's trying to work a front head and arm. Reaching for the left leg. Dave Post saying snap him down. And then near a takedown is Summers trying to come out the back door. Summers has a takedown. He leads it 2-1. Everyone's screaming at Summers to shoot a half Nelson on Sharp, who bellies down. Under 25 seconds to go here in the second. And it's a 2-1 lead for Matt Summers of Newton. It's going to be his choice in the third. He may go top. After 2-1, Summers. Well, Coach Bollett gave him his choice. He's going to go underneath. Still looking over. Sharp is going to cut him. So it is 3-1 on the escape. 3-1 for Summers. Working takedowns.
Sharp was the aggressor late in the second period, but lost his balance, and Summers was able to spin through.
Looking for a headlock. Now a bear hug by Sharp at the edge, and they go off. No advantage. Right in front of our Stateliner Sports Network cameras. 20 seconds into the third. Wrestlers circle. Dave Post was pretty confident in Patrick Sharp in this one. Under 1.5 minutes to go.
Summers probably likes where he is, didn't expect to be here, and now he's going to keep his distance. He locked up and backed up in the first period.
Stalling warning for backing up on Matt Summers. First warning. Dave Post telling Patrick Sharp, stay aggressive. 1:15 to go in the bout. 3-1 lead for Summers.
Sharp's got to chase and spin. Get an angle.
Thought he was going to work an arm drag. Sharp doing the pushing at the edge. Off they go. 1 minute to go in the bout. Sharp again doing the pushing.
Summers appears a bit winded.
Sharp looking for an inside tie. 45 seconds to go in this one. Sharp looking for a bear hug. A stalling call at the edge. A point for Sharp. It's 3-2. 34 seconds to go. Sharp again doing the pushing. 30 seconds to go. They break apart. Sharp trying to tie up the left wrist. 20 seconds to go. Sharp trying to snap him down.
Sharp's cross it
around the head. Under 10 seconds to go. Sharp looking for an inside trip. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. And a decision for Matt Summers of Newton, 3-2 at 285. So we are through 11. It is Phillipsburg 27 and Newton 26.
Give Matt Summers some credit. He did not expect to be in that position, and not only in the lineup but in the bout, and was able to just circle around enough in that third period not to pick up a second stalling call.
Nathan Fitt out for Newton at 106. A freshman 1-4. Phillipsburg freshman Logan Matsko 4-2. Matsko has a takedown and a 2-0 lead. Matsko wrapping the tight waist around the right side of Nathan Fitt. Weight high on the back of Fitt. Matsko trying to stick his head in the armpit, work a lever. Controls the right arm. Trying to get up on his, he's got the right arm barred. Bars the right arm. Takes the left wrist. Matsko still with his weight on the back. Now getting out the right side and up on his toes to drive the bar. Now he's going to work out the left side. Now the right side up on his toes. Fitt sits. Matsko takes him back towards the center of the mat. Still has that arm barred. Fitt again tries to sit. Sits. Matsko stays with him. Fitt stands and tries to switch, and he's got the reversal on Matsko. It's tied at 2. 2-2 here in the first. Trying to work at a lever is Fitt with 15 seconds to go. Reaches for Matsko's right wrist. Trying to drive Matsko over. Now a half Nelson from the right side and the arm bar from the left. 5 seconds to go. Matsko fights that off. First period ends 2-2. Stateliners lead the match 27-26 here. And the 12th bout of the night, which is tied at 2. Fitt will go underneath to start the second.
Both wrestlers were aggressive on top, both working bars and working them hard.
So Matsko's going to cut Fitt. Fitt leads 3-2 on the escape. Fitt finishing 4th in last weekend's Bayonne tournament. Matsko was 7th in the King of the Mountain. Fitt coming in at 1-4. And Matsko at 4-2. 30 seconds gone here in the second. Matsko in on the left leg. Circles around. Matsko still has the leg. Fitt grabs Matsko's leg. Now Matsko looking for a low leg cradle. Matsko has the takedown. Control of the chin, looking for a low leg cradle. Takedown gives Matsko a 4-3 lead. And now we will give up on that and maintain control here. He's going to cut Fit. No, he didn't get the neutral first. So he maintains control here. Matsko ahead 4-3. It's going to be Matsko's choice in the third. The way that first ended, Bob, I wouldn't be surprised if Fit took top in the third.
Yeah, he was very aggressive on top and looked like he thought he had an advantage and was going to press it as much as possible. It was funny because Fit was kind of docile down below, but was very aggressive up top.
Dave Post telling Matsko to grab the ankle on the whistle. Matsko maintaining control here. 20 seconds to go in the second. Matsko with 2 takedowns on top, 4-3. Final 10 seconds of the second period. Matsko has Fit's right leg trapped. And he's going to ride out the second period. Matsko up 4-3. See what Fit does. Looking over to Coach Bollett. They're going to be neutral. So Fit, or was it, I'm sorry, did Matsko choose neutral?
Yes, yeah. Actually, Fit had chosen bottom to start the second.
Front head and arm by Matsko. Underhooking the left shoulder. Stalemate's called by referee Lou Riccardi. 1:34 to go in the bout. 4-3 lead for Phillipsburg's Logan Matsko. Stateliners lead the match by 1. Fit tapping at the head of Matsko. Duck under. Matsko blocked it off. Underhooks the right shoulder of Fit. Trying to spin around to Fit's left. Still spinning. Head in the side. Still spinning. Fit spinning with Matsko. Still no advantage here. Matsko still spinning on his head, trying to hook the leg. Now Fit draped over top. Matsko still has the left leg behind the knee. Fitz picks up an ankle, trying to hook his way over on top of Matsko. 45 seconds to go. Matsko still has Fitt's leg. Still no advantage here. Still no advantage. 35 seconds to go. Matsko trying to hip into Fit. Fit trying to keep his hips up off the mat here. Lou Riccardi looking in. 20 seconds to go in the bout. Newton fans want 2. 2 takedown and back points coming for Fit. Matsko trying to bridge off his back. Newton is going to take the lead here. 2 back points. It's a 4-point play for Nate Fit. He will decision Matsko by the score of 7-4. And with 2 bouts to go, Newton has the lead at 29-27.
That was quite the finish there. It looked like Matsko was going to get the takedown. He had the arm and the foot of Fit, and he kept spinning around, and ultimately his hips got too low. Fit was able to hip over top.
Now the Stateliners need bonus points out of the senior Cullen Day here. He is 5-1, facing freshman Danny Cleary, 2-2. Well, Dave Post thought worst condition, Phillipsburg would have 7 wins. Day is in on a leg. Newton has won 7. Phillipsburg 5 so far. Takedown for Day. He's ahead 2-0. Newton won the last match between these two schools in 2009. And they have a 2-point lead at 29-27. Hazard tilt by Cullen Day. And able to roll on through is Cleary. No back points. at the edge. Off they go in front of the Phillipsburg bench. Minute 19 to go in the first.
Slight advantage for Newton on their feet. 14 takedowns for Newton and 11 for Phillipsburg.
Cleary stands. Day going to work a standing hazard. 1 count. 2, 3, 4. Trying to work that barring the left arm. 3 back points for Day. He leads 5-0. State Liners really need a fall here to go up 4. Going into the final bout of the night. That would force Newton to get bonus points. Hazard tilt from the stand again. 2 count. 3, 4, 5. 3 more back points for Cullen Day. 3 back makes it 8-0. Turns him over in a lot of trouble. Fall! Cullen Day! In a minute 38. So we head to the final bout of the night. Phillipsburg has regained the lead, 33-29.
The third turn there by Day was the difference maker, and he got him very quickly to his shoulders, set through, and got the fall call from Lubicardi.
This is Jojo Latruglio for Newton. He's a freshman, 3-1 against Phillipsburg junior Travis Jones, 4-3. Latruglio trying to work a front head and arm. And looking for a cradle. He's got a takedown. Latruglio leads 2-0. Jones trying to come out the side door on him. Jones has a leg, trying to turn through. Latruglio trying to work a half and a off the mat and escape for Jones. It's 2-1. So the State Liners lead by 4. Jones tries to quickly around behind for a takedown. Jones leads 3-2. Jones with a hazard tilt. Going to try and turn Latruglio to his left. Now he picks up the leg, looking for a cradle. Jones trying to tilt him to his right. 1 count, 2, 3. Trying to get all he can on the right shoulder. Looking in is Lou Riccardi. And Latruglio scrambles off his back. 3 back points for Jones. He leads 6-2. Jones has the left leg trap, picking up on the right ankle. 30 seconds to wrestle here in the first. Jones traps the left wrist, has the left leg hooked with his right leg. Not going to hip over top of him. Trying to set up a hazard tilt. Going to turn him the other way. 1 count, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 back points coming for Jones, and then they're off the mat. 3 back points for Travis Jones makes it 9-2 for the State Liner Junior. A roll by Latruglio. Jones traps his left leg. As the period comes to an end, it's 9-2 Jones. State Liners defer. Jones defers. Latruglio is going to take the top. Jones is ready. Latruglio around the head. Jones trying to pick that from his neck. Reaches up for the head of Latruglio. Trying to shake him from the top. Jones reaches back for the right leg, and a Peterson roll by Jones for a reversal. Could not hold him where he wanted for back points, but he's going to maintain control. And it's potentially dangerous, stopped on the right arm.
Latrugo was riding very high. Jones was close to coming out twice before he finally hit the Peterson.
He's up 11-2 and on top. Latruglio rolls. Jones stays with him. Jones chops at that left elbow. Trying to set up a tilt. Jones has the left arm pulled all the way across the body. Reaches now for the left shoulder. Takes Latruglio 1 count. That's all. Going to try and turn him again. He's using the legs. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 back points for Travis Jones. Still has that arm pulled across the body. 3 back. 14-2 Jones. Can get 3 more back points or win a technical fall here in the liners or win the match. Jones trying to turn him again. Same move, 35 seconds on the clock. Lou Riccardi looking. Jones can't, and it stopped. Potentially dangerous by Lou Riccardi with 25 seconds to go in the second.
I think we're going to see that tilt again.
Jones left hand tight waist. Hazard tilt. 1 count. 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do it. Travis Jones, a technical fall. 17-2 in 3 minutes and 46 seconds. So the final score tonight, Phillipsburg 39 and Newton 29. The Stateliners had 5 falls and or forfeits, a technical fall, and a regular decision. Newton had 2 falls, a technical fall, and 4 regular decisions. So they do split the bout 7-7, which is what Dave Post thought was really the worst that Phillipsburg could do. And the Stateliners managed to pile up the extra bonus points and win it 39-29 tonight here at Phillipsburg High School.
Even those bouts that had bonus points in it, they weren't really that one-sided. There was some tossing and turning going both ways. So good wrestlers tonight, making difficult moves and showing a lot of energy and tenacity.
Rothman Institute, a worldwide leader in orthopedics, an official orthopedic partner of the NJSIAA. Visit RothmanInstitute.com. By Ahart, Frenzy & Smith, recognized as one of the leading insurance agencies in the United States. Find out more at AFSinsurance.com. By Urco Credit Union, 450 Hillcrest Boulevard in Phillipsburg and 2240 Northampton Street in Easton. Great rates, low fees. Visit us at urcocu.com. Considering buying or selling your home? Contact Tara Butler at RE/MAX Supreme for all your real estate needs. Call Tara direct at 908-319-2447. By Open Mic for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterdon and Warren, Sussex area. Follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. By Welcome to the Pit, a history of Phillipsburg wrestling is available. Order yours on Amazon today. And follow Phillipsburg Wrestling on Twitter at PbergHS Wrestling. That's PbergHS, WRESTLIN. So 7-7 in bouts tonight. The Stateliners win it 39-29. We began at 1:26. Tyler Marison, a first period takedown by the freshman, and it held up. He won a 2-0 decision over Matthew Rosa. 132, Michael Frieda of Newton with 4 takedowns in an 8-3 decision over the Stateliners' Luke Harden. 138, Kyle Tino, cross-face cradle and a fall in 4:57 over Newton's Tim Houlihan. That made it 9-3 Phillipsburg. 145, Cody Harrison, a fall in 2:25 over Trevor Augenbaugh, made it 15-3 Phillipsburg. 152, Wyatt McCarthy of Newton, a 9-4 decision over Phillipsburg's Jason Zinsmeister. That cut it to 15-6. 160, Stateliners had to be out first. It was Brian Meyer, and Newton forfeited to Meyer and then decided to kick everybody up. 171, Jonathan Borgognoni, a fall in 5 minutes and 4 seconds over Phillipsburg's Josh Ramos. At 182, then Lance Wissing of Phillipsburg got a fall in 2:18 over Nick Brigatti. At 195, Joe DeLuca of Newton, a fall with a cross-face cradle in a minute 52 over Shamir Broaders. 220, Luke Fisher, a 16-0 technical fall in 3:40 over Phillipsburg's Cody Krutz. 285, Matt Summers of Newton won a 3-2 decision over the Stateliners' Patrick Sharp. At 106, Nathan Fitt with a 4-point play in the final minute. Decision Phillipsburg's Logan Matsko 7-4. That gave Newton the lead at 29-27. But Stateliner senior and captain Cullen Day got a fall in a minute 38 over Danny Cleary, giving Phillipsburg a 33-29 lead, and then Travis Jones sealed it, a technical fall 17-2 in 3 minutes and 46 seconds over Jojo Latruglio. Phillipsburg winning by the final score of 39-29. Stateliners with 5 falls and/or forfeits, a technical fall and a regular decision, and Newton had 2 falls, a technical fall, and 4 regular decisions.
It's a good finish for Phillipsburg. The 7-7 split, again, what the coach thought might occur. And solid finishes from Travis Jones and from Cullen Day, able to pull the score back in Phillipsburg's favor at the end.
So the Stateliners will be in action next Thursday. That'll be in the opening round of the Bethlehem Holiday Tournament at Liberty High School. That will be Thursday and Friday. And then they are back here at Phillipsburg High School for our next webcast. That'll be on Thursday, January 4th, taking on another top 20 program in Raritan. Raritan currently ranked 8th, according to NJ.com, and the Stateliners are ranked 6th. So that's going to do it tonight from Phillipsburg High School. Our best to everybody. Wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will see you again on Thursday, January 4th. For Bob Kerp and for our broadcast director, Jared Marcachilli, I'm Mike Moore. Have yourself a great night here on StatelinerSports.com.